challenge. We got dope edits, dope discussions, in-depth talk, and remarkable reviews. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe. We finna set it off.
Follow the Black Saiyan on all social media. Don't be a delinquent about it.
Welcome to the Black Saiyan channel. This your boy Black Saiyan. We back with another video. I got a special guest with me, man. My boy Brent, man. He one of my special friends from Facebook. And like I say, y'all follow me on all social media platforms, man. The Facebook be going hard, going off, man. And we got a lot of motion going on over there. So definitely follow us on Facebook at the Black Saiyan. And you know, say what up to the people, Brent.
Oh, hey, how y'all doing?
So, then I want to say this too. Just before we get into it, Brent is a super in tune and knowledgeable person of DB. Not only DB, other animes as well. But Dragon Ball, he know everything from point A to point Z. So, you know.
it's a little bit of a fanatic. I could say that.
So today, I mean, you know, y'all can fact check all the stuff that we saying, but I can guarantee y'all that everything we saying y'all can roll with, and you know what I'm saying, take it for what it is.
A grain of salt.
Yeah, I mean, not even a grain of salt. Take it for what it is, because we know our shit. You see what I'm saying? And I know for a fact you know your shit, and that's why you wanted to. I always look for your opinion whenever like, especially when you comment up under you know what I'm saying, whenever I be dropping the little edits and engagement posts, man, I be looking for your comment, man, because you always give a out of box type thinking, and you know, into the writer's head type of thinking, you know what I'm saying? So I'm so used to their formula, I guess. I don't know, it's weird. When I notice something Dragon Ball related, I can just kind of glance at it and go, oh, that's what they're doing with it. Exactly. You've been doing it for so long, you've been analyzing for so long. So before we started getting into this video, man, I want y'all to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that comment section if y'all have any questions or y'all have anything to say about what we speak on. So in this video right here, we're gonna talk about the history of the Namekians, right? So the Namekians is a race of almost like slug-like people. They almost remind you of like a frog or something, right?
They're almost like plants in a way. Slug people's plants, because I mean they literally survive off water and sunlight. Right. So yeah, let's just talk about that, like the Namekian in itself, like a Namekian in itself, like what, how would you, if somebody didn't know what a Namekian was or what they actually stand for, how they operate, what would you tell them? Well, I mean, there's technically two types of Namekians. There's the workers, the farmers, the ones that pretty much make Dragon Balls. And then there's the ones that are more martial artists, fighter types. They're both like divine beings. They're both supernatural a little bit. They have unique technology. I mean, there's not a ton of them, but I do like the fact that they could potentially learn to be two different things if they chose.
Right.
Or diffuse. There's another can of worms, but
yeah, and they confused. They confused too. That's dope. And we see that multiple times over the DB series, how they fuse and defuse. So
even DBS, those two Namekians they fused with all their species to go to just have the TFP tournament. Right?
Oh yeah, and that was so raw, bro. I love that part of the DB whenever they explain that, and they had that little dark kind of eerie like kind of background to it, because it really it shows
the stakes.
the stakes. Yeah, the stakes. Higher. Exactly, bro. So let's start off with and you said they only drink water, they don't eat no food, but I could have sworn didn't Piccolo eat something?
Well, it's funny, in early Dragon Ball, there's some stuff where Piccolo's eating a fish, and I mean, Piccolo can eat food, he's just, they don't eat this, he can drink a bottle of water and be full, like, it's like a meal to them.
And there's no darkness on their planet as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, it's funny, I remember even, like, Piccolo was training with Gohan and them, like, that 3 years, they was living in Goku's house. I mean, Chi-Chi's feeding all three of them. I mean, it's just, yeah. It's like, you know, I have a rotating four of them, really.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's funny. I look back on that, like, the Slice Life episode. It's just classic.
so they say more like, how you say plant, they more like photosynthesis type of people, because they only drink water and they only need sunlight.
Yeah, I mean, Piccolo, they're like, Piccolo's just had with a bottle of water. He's just the meal done.
So let's get into the first Namekian that came into the play, or whenever they just start with the timeline. So around age 41, right? We got this deity named Zalama that supposedly been around, and he created the Super Dragon Balls for Zeno. So. How you feel about Zalama, and what you think he actually was, and where is he?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't know if he's actually in any specific universe. He could be in his own dimension for all we know.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I do feel he's still around, because the Super Dragon Balls wouldn't exist otherwise.
And that's a strong point, bro. And I don't think nobody ever made that point. I don't think y'all heard it here first, man, from my boy Brent, man. Ain't nobody ever look at that, and that's why I say my boy think outside the box. Cause you were saying that before we got on air, and I don't mean to cut you off, but you were saying that before we got on air, that how Zalama has to be still alive, because whenever a Namekian dies,
usually the Dragon Balls die.
Right.
You know, it's been shown time to time before, like when Kami died or Piccolo died, the Dragon Balls died at the time. Several times that happened. Or even on Namek, whenever Guru died, the Namek Dragon did die for a minute there. So it was that was kind of crazy. Unless someone passes inheritance to another Namekian, which I can only imagine.
Oh man, and see, and that's what I'm saying too, bro. I never thought about that. Me thinking that Zalama probably lived forever is kind of, you know, I mean, they say that he was some kind of a god-like deity, so maybe he's ageless, but it would make sense if he was one of the just a powerful deity, but he did age.
Oh, he could
have passed it down.
Oh yeah, he could have. I mean, it could have been part of his family line or some kind. You know, I'm just guessing, but I mean, because I know they can make their own children. So
did he make the Namekian race? Was he the first Namekian? Like,
I don't know if he's the first, but I mean, I know he's somewhere in the first ancient tribe of them, I guess, from what I understood, because it took a little crew of them to make planet-sized orbs out of molds and bring the things to life.
Right.
But yeah, it's crazy that the whole thing happened. Then they used the whatever's left of the molds to make the Namekian Dragon Balls out of. So it's that's fast.
And that's the dope part, because you know, this is a race that kind of holds their traditions like to the T. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the Saiyans do it as well, but because they, you know, what they fighting and training, and always the lust for battle. But you know, we see that these people, they almost have a similar backstory to the Saiyans, like how the Saiyans had the Tuffles and the Saiyans on one planet, and one was the technology, and one was, you know, you got the warrior clan and you got the dragon clan. So back
so let's fast forward. So that when we get to age 242, right? Around this time, it's a lot of classifications going on still, and it's not too much of a unbalanced scale of Namekians. Because before, at this time we ain't got the catastrophic event that happened on the planet. They had everybody vacated. So
yeah, they didn't have Frieza invading it.
Exactly, they didn't have Frieza invading. So around this time, we know that my age 42, we know that the nameless Namekian, whoever he was before he left the planet and separated itself, we know that the nameless Namekian was around. And not only was the nameless Namekian around, it was a couple of Namekians around. So you got Guru that was still around, and more likely, from my research, I'm assuming that Manito was there as well.
Well, that's the thing. I know Manito is yeah, he probably would have been, because I guess when I understood, there was some sort of catastrophe happened on their planet, and it killed a bunch of Namekians, and the one that survived were Guru, Manito, and what became Kami.
Right.
And those two got launched off the planet when they were like little kids.
Right.
So and Guru stayed behind and remade the Dragon Balls, or kept the Dragon Balls to keep the planet safe. So it's
and that's why you gotta respect Guru. And let's start with Guru. Guru, I mean, come on, man. Guru was the first Namekian that we seen on the level of like a King Kai, or for him to be able to hold, because we didn't even see Kami do something like that. So for him to be able to put his hand over people and unlock their potential,
the Namekians have some incredible powers.
Yeah, they got some incredible powers.
Well, it's even didn't they even apparently inherit that ability too? He hasn't unlocked it yet, so it kind of makes you wonder.
Yeah, why?
I remember they mentioned it.
Yeah. I mean, and that's crazy. I forgot about that. He the predecessor of, he the successor of Kami. One thing about Guru, he was different from the rest of even all the rest of the different Namekians that we seen, because he was so big. Bro was big as hell. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a giant.
Oh yeah, he got big. Then he was like 500 years old too, so he was pretty ancient.
Right.
Yeah, he was insane.
So
it's funny. He had
what you gonna say?
Oh, I just think it's funny. Him and Kami are still close in age. It's I think Kami's 300 years old and Kuru's about 500, give or take.
Right. Manito got to be at least about a little older than probably Kami or something.
Oh, probably.
Or probably around the same age or something, you know what I'm saying? But Kami was he was up there though. I don't know, he might have been, I don't know, they probably the same age, but one thing about,
it's funny if you look at original.
You say?
Oh, sorry. Go on. I was gonna say, I'm funny about Kami in the original Dragon Ball. When you first watch, he's 300 years old when you first see him in the original Dragon Ball.
Exactly, bro. He was already that old, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So
especially if you.
So I mean, I guess with them born at age around 242, him being 3, around 3 around that age, or 1, because shit, I mean, they age different, so probably 1 around that age. He probably they age very differently than Saiyans, and I can see. I mean, maybe I don't know if it's the Warrior Clan versus the Dragon Clan of how they age, or is the Warrior Clan aging slower? Because Piccolo, he been around for a minute too, and I don't think he gonna get that wrinkly look too no time soon.
Well, I think another issue with that was when King Piccolo reincarnated himself. He made a wish of the dragon for eternal youth. So I think the Piccolo we all know inherited that too. because originally King Piccolo was over 300 years old when he first seen him. Then he took a wish off himself younger, like he originally was.
Okay.
So that's the reason why he's all young and active looking.
So like with Guru, back to Guru, right? We see that, you know what I'm saying? He got like his dragon is different from the other dragons, right? His dragon is kind of humanoid type of dragon. It's called, you know, the Purunga, right? Purunga.
Oh yeah.
Purunga is he don't strike me as one of those dragons like Shenron that would be kind of really, you know how he's super timid in front of bears and all that type of stuff. Purunga kind of got a solid kind of, I don't know, I guess Shenron had that too before we actually see him be around bears, but
again, I can see why Shinron at the time, he was afraid of nothing until Beerus until technically King Piccolo was the first one to put some fear into it when he blew him up with a mouth cannon.
Oh yeah.
And then Beerus was like there. I think he was just afraid that Beerus could erase everything.
So I think like, what Purunga, what he how many wishes does it take? Or does he give? Is it 2?
Oh, Purunga, no, 3. Purunga's usually 3.
It's 3?
Unless it's like a really powerful wish, then you maybe only get 2. But they usually give you 3.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird because I know Dende kind of been tweaking Shinron a little bit to the point where sometimes you can grant 3 wishes and sometimes you only grant 1 wish. Just depending on the dragon's mood, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so Purunga is a 3. It depends on the caliber of the wish. But
it's depending on how powerful it is.
But we know
if your wish for a couple plans or something, yeah, you're gonna wear Purunga down.
So with Guru holding down, like even holding down Namek like by itself, and staying and raising and having the babies and having more, bringing the race back to life basically by itself.
Oh yeah,
or with whoever was left, because I'm pretty sure it still was some survivors. It probably was just they was the main elders that survived. They probably had many elders back then, but those are the ones that actually grew into what, you know.
I'm thinking those are probably, I bet those are the guys that was in the original warrior clan that got, that survived probably, and they just sort of like you said, I think it could have been just sort of became the guardians of that reality.
That reality, exactly.
They took care of the younger children.
Manito, we're going to talk about Manito later, but Manito actually was one of the people too who had survivors with him when he came to Sorrel. So, and we see that inside of Granola when he says this to Granola while they inside the house talking, and he trying to give him the backstory on how the Dragon Balls even come apart, because Granola never really used the Dragon Balls up until that point. But back to Guru, we
didn't know they existed really.
Exactly, he didn't know they existed until he had to make it do what it do. But Guru is so essential to the Namekian race, because without him, it wouldn't have been a new Namekian race. You know what I'm saying? And the one that we know today, even Dende wouldn't have been born without Guru. So.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't have had that. Yeah, he wouldn't have been around. It would have been a completely different story there. It's because only some lucky ones. But then again, they even subtly hinted that there might be other Namekians out there that went out of their different planets after that catastrophe happened. So who knows? There might be more Dragon Ball makers out there.
Right.
I know some people are like, oh god, they're too overpopulated by the wishing thing, which I'm like, it kind of is a little bit, but I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I definitely seen a lot, worse animes with the wishing thing, but
exactly.
But then it kind of runs in a can of worms with I don't know. It gets dependent. I know some people felt like the Granola are kind of pro Dragon Ball a little bit with power scaling.
Right. I mean, let's talk about it. So Manito, right? Manito is one of the survivors too that survived, and we see that when he came to Sorrel, he had survivors with him, but the Saiyans came later on and did what they did.
Killed them. Yeah.
Killed majority of them, and on the Minato level. But Minato, we were just talking about earlier. Like he's small. He like common size. So we see he ain't got the big size like Guru. You know what I'm saying? But he got the cane. He still got the cane. He ain't no upright type of Namekian. Like he got the cane just like Kami.
Oh yeah, he's definitely kind of tall, skinny dude. Like Guru. I don't know. Guru I think he just got so old that he just didn't get out much, from what I can tell.
Oh yeah, he definitely get out.
He barely ever.
He definitely did not get out. Ain't nobody finna carry him out neither. Ain't nobody finna,
No.
So they gonna go in there, see him, and go on by their day. So
yeah, pretty.
With Minato, right? Let's talk about his dragon. He got what's his name of his dragon? Tarambo.
Oh, Trombone. Yeah.
Let's talk about so yeah. I don't know about Tarambo.
I think it has. I do like that dragon has sort of this Atlantean like Phibian stuff in the dragon design. It's a little different than Purunga or Shinron. His dragon almost looked like on almost a Atlantean like feature.
Yeah.
I noticed like the scale on it is different.
He looked like that one Pokemon, man. I can't remember what Pokemon it is, but it's like a blue and white one. Not blue and white, but
yeah.
No, not blue and white.
Yeah.
It looked like that one, but it looked almost like that one that Brock used to summon all the time. With the big mouth. Got his name.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say he kind of reminded me a little bit of the Yu-Gi-Oh dragons, a little bit. Some of them.
Yep. Blue eyes. It looked like more like blue eyes, white dragon. But
like a little bit. Yeah, I do like the design. It's pretty cool. I like the tune, but I know you only grant you one wish, but the wishing power in that dragon is so.
So the Rome only grants you one wish.
Yep. But the weird thing is with that dragon though, that dragon could screw you over though, because it takes something from you. Like it'll grant you the wish, but it'll take something from you.
Oh, so no matter what you wish for with the dragon, it's gonna take something.
Oh yeah, because that's pretty much you think about it. Because Granola sacrificed over I don't know what was 100 years of life force for power. So that dragon stole almost all of his life force over like a couple of years.
So
he screwed over.
So I'm saying so if he didn't wish for power and he wished for, say if he wished for $1 million, like say anything, wish for the planet to be back. You know how we wish for, how the earth had been destroyed and they wish for it to be restored. You think that would take something from the person who made the wish?
I think that dragon will I'll grant you your wish, but I'm going to do this. Would you want me to take your wish? I think that dragon will literally, because even the creator said don't make wishes on that dragon. The dragon's kind of an asshole. So like that dragon will do something to screw you over.
Right, but no, I think I'm assuming that it's probably because it only takes 2 balls.
Maybe. I'm not really sure. It's weird because I noticed when it did that to Gas too, because I know they asked that specifically for that dragon to make him stronger than the strongest. And as soon as Frieza stepped down on that planet, that wishing power came into effect, and he started aging up into a skeleton rapidly. So he ran out of life force to the point where he couldn't catch up to Frieza. Frieza's one punch man him.
One punch man him. So Minato, I see that he's super knowledgeable too. He remember the past. He remember everything that happened too. But one person that I know that and I like that how they wrote his story into this whole thing. When you look back on it and you can look back at DB and look at it from a different perspective now, it's Kami, bro. Kami or the nameless Namekian, right? Him just like how he came to Earth and all that type of stuff. Like I like how he actually had a fortress or a place. Like he became the guardian of Earth. It wasn't like he was like Minato, like a person that was on there and then he was living amongst the civilians, but he wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? I mean, from what I seen, it don't say that he was a guardian or nothing like that.
Oh yeah, Kami, yeah, he honestly, he just went through the ranks. He trained with Popo, and he trained with the original Guardian until at the point where he's like, "Oh, I'm taking your job." Basically, after he's like, after that, eventually that ancient Guardian kind of gave him his title eventually. But after he told Kami, like, "Oh, there's good deal of evil in your heart. You need to separate that."
Right, and that's when we get King Piccolo. Yeah. And King Piccolo, like how you just said earlier, that was the only person that we seen kill a dragon.
Yeah, that was the groovy shit. Even looking at it now, where the dragon's like, I'm about to leave, and Piccolo's like, oh yeah, I got one more thing before you. And he shoots him in the face.
Yeah, right before he about to go away. Man, gangster, bro. Gangster, bro.
I do like Kami eventually. He's like, well, you remade Shinron, so that wouldn't happen again. So I'm like, that's just weird to think the original Shinron did technically die.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe before it got remade.
And know what I'm saying? And then, okay, even in Shinron, right? Shinron, you know what I'm saying? He one of them dragons, like, of course, we grew up with Shinron, but he one of them dragons that, it looked like he'll work with you. Like he one of them dragons that.
Yeah, it's almost like Shinron. He's like, it's almost encouraging you to, like, ask for something good in a way, because it's like, in a weird way, like, oh, if you ask him something stupid, you're like, okay, it's a stupid ass wish, but you'll still grant it. Like, I do like Shinron's like that. I don't know. It's like, he's trying to tell you, like, don't do that wish. But okay, if you want it.
Yeah, exactly. And even with the when he told us about the Super Saiyan God, like, he ain't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? He offered that information. Or even when he gave Piccolo.
Well, to be fair, he was scared more than anything, because like he wasn't even really wishing it anymore, because he's just like rambling off after he saw freaking fruit beers there.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Which I don't necessarily blame him, honestly, but
no, I mean, but he definitely fuck with him, because he gave him that information that he said, I can't bring the Super Saiyan guy here. And then he actually told you why. He said, because the Super Saiyan guy, and then he told, this doesn't exist. And then he gave us some more information. He saw bears and all that stuff, but even with the Piccolo wish. You know what I'm saying? When he wished for his power to be unlocked, like, I put a little extra on it. He said, I gave you a little extra. He already unlocked that yellow form, but he gave him an extra. You know what I'm saying? And that being a tree of, what's it called? A tree of life?
It connects. Yeah, it's part of the Namekian heritage. That tree that appeared on him. It's part of the Namekian. Yeah, it means life. It means it's like a full circle of life. But it made sense in a weird way, because not only did that dragon unlock Piccolo's potential, but unlock Nails inside him and Kami too. So it's like you got a double whammy.
Double whammy. Stop playing, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So okay. So let's wind back right quick. So Kamikalo, right? When he became a Kamikalo, like, at that point in time, he was stronger than Super Saiyans, all the Saiyans.
Oh, he honestly, the only being that was like on his level at the time was 17 and himself. That was like 16 too, I guess.
Come on, man. So imagine if this man would have fused with him, Saiyan Saga, pre-Saiyan Saga, pre-Raditz Saga, for that matter.
Oh, that's the thing. They even mentioned it back in the day. Like whenever Piccolo chose to fuse Nail, and then Nail's like, "Well, why didn't you fuse Kami? You probably would have been stronger than Frieza." I'm like, Jesus Christ, that would have been insanity just back then.
It seemed like he can do more than what he think he can. I don't think, because like even okay, let's fast forward to even how, right before he, when he went orange, he actually, you know, he forgot that he can grow big. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
or
does that sometimes.
exactly. So him forgetting that, you have Kami inside of you. Like I know that this man can do some stuff that he don't know he can. Cause he got a dragon clan. He literally the dragon clan mixed with the warrior clan.
Oh yeah, and Nail's a warrior clan too on top of that. So it's like he has a double whammy of what he inherited from both of them.
Yeah,
it's funny. Like I know some people kind of forget sometimes you can stretch limbs and shit. Like it's like some people are like, oh, he could have probably saved himself during the TOP tournament if he wasn't like caught that fucking guard for like a split second. Like, I mean, yeah, I think people are just literally just so overworked up, he forgot he could do that shit.
exactly. Imagine him going big inside the tournament of power, man.
Man, I mean, that would be probably would have been a target on his back, but that would have been insane if he would have kept doing it. Like at least done that for like a split second.
Shoot,
and
what if he was doing nothing but just throwing Vegeta and Goku at people, just Super Saiyan Blue, just throwing their ass at people, and they just knocking people.
Right? Yeah, at least until stamina lasts, at least runs out. That would have been insane.
That would have been dope, man. Oh, go on, come on now. You know they teamwork has been crazy. But
oh yeah, they said they did that. You know, let's do tactical team up moves with each other. You know, I think it's just kind of rare Dragon Ball stuff that they rarely ever, you know, do team ups. Like, but yeah, no, that shit was great. I really loved that stuff. But I'm still can't wait for this new series though. I'm waiting for some new stuff come out.
Most definitely. I ain't gonna lie, man. That Dragon Ball Daima, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Man, we got to get a Piccolo store, man. We gotta get a Namekian store one day, man. Because one thing about it, Namekians have a history. What you gonna say?
There's a lot of stuff for the Namekian lore. Well, it's funny in the one trailer I watched, they were showing this one ancient Namekian, that one trailer. And I'm thinking, I don't know, because somebody's like, oh, maybe it's Kami, but I'm like, I don't know, why would that be Kami? It wouldn't make any sense to me unless they somehow Piccolo and Kami are separated, which that would be freaking brutal.
Right, but that Namekian, don't he kind of look evil?
That's how honestly, he looked like he was off. Like, I can see his eyes are glowing kind of a reddish color. I'm just I don't know what was going on in that scene. Because if you look at his eyes, he's like, he almost like he's looking at the Dragon Balls and something changed. I don't know. It's like, it's weird. I don't know if somebody got his and made a wish. Because then they were showing this one dimension, which kind of looked like, I don't know, it kind of reminded me of Darlie Jr.'s dimension a little bit. It was all red and lobby, and it just kind of reminded me of a little bit of that.
Yeah, the Dead Zone.
Way bigger. Yeah, so for this place, I don't know if it was Namekian world that they've been kind of teasing for a long time ago. Because they did that way back during the Buu saga when basically Bobbity was like, oh, how he tricked Gamora to join his team. You know, and then they showed him like blasting a bunch of people.
Right.
And I'm like, oh.
So I guess it closes up. Orange Piccolo and just what this new form is kind of like, because when you think about it, like Orange Piccolo have set a stand-up past. I don't know everything Zalama and all those people did back then, but I'm pretty sure Orange Piccolo would blend in very good back then.
Probably would have been one of the strongest early characters, probably.
You think so?
If he was around. Well, I'm just trying to think. At that time frame, I mean, the Angels would be around, outside Angels and Destroyers. I mean, he might would have been one of the strongest mortals in that time frame.
Right. But we know back then, you know, one thing we got to know that even from age 41, because, you know, and this is me playing devil's advocate in a way, because even from age 41 to age 242, what even the age that we in now, right? Which is what age what we be in now?
700
and something. So we 700 and something at this point. No matter what time frame it is, like you can't base power levels off time periods. Cause we know people like Boo has been around for years, and his power level more likely has been the same. Like people like Moro, you know what I'm saying, have been around for years, and they been around back in those million years exactly. So he definitely was around this time. So that means that all these different people was around. So that's why I say that Orange Piccolo would blend right in, because he probably will be a part of that warrior clan that everybody got Tree of Life on their back. You know what I'm saying? And they all are known and more into the tradition. I think the new Namekians, they kind of was kind of just they still was rebirthing, and then they had to rebirth again after they was wished back, you know what I'm saying, get back to what they was doing, but they got a long way to go.
There's definitely some ancient beings at that, but there's William Frieza's family are ancient slave dealers from his grandfather is Lord Chill, and he ran the empire like an iron fist for a long ass time before it became the King Cold army.
Right.
Then eventually the King Cold army became the Frieza Force.
Exactly. So that lets you know that it always been powerful people around. It always been low class people too. You know what I'm saying? But it's at the same time, what would it be like if Piccolo was to go back and tell everybody that you can unlock your potential with your dragon. Your dragon can give you the Tree of Life. That's not you wishing for power like Granola them. You know what I'm saying? That's you getting what's already yours. Y'all created, the dragon is already y'all people. It's an extension of y'all. So it's almost like almost like you just accepting a religion in a way. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's sort of how they treated their dragon, was sort of they so rarely ever called upon unless they really needed something.
Right, but we see that they ain't, even during the time whenever freezing them and all them. I know they stormed them, man, but they could have did better, man. With just being, being on point whenever a threat come, and getting all the Dragon Balls together to make a wish. You know what I'm saying? Make the right wish at that. Maybe we'll see something different in the future. Maybe that's why I say we got new Namek, so we can always get that Namek and Piccolo slice of life. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, because in GT they killed Piccolo off. So who knows where Akira, Toriyama, and Torotaro gonna take it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I think the difference nowadays, I know Piccolo is one of his favorite babies that he created off that series. I know he also loves Piccolo. And the weird thing about GT, I hate to say about GT, it's one of the weird series where the creator, he drew the craze, he drew the characters, what they were going to look like. He created the story design, but he did not write any of the scripts, did not write any of the stories, didn't do any of that. They did that for him, and he just kind of washed hands of it, basically. He was so done with Dragon Ball at that time. But to be fair, he was writing Dragon Ball Z, going into GT for 16 years straight at that point. I can see why he's burned out.
Yeah, so he ain't mind letting his one of his favorite characters die out. And letting that happen.
Oh yeah, he loves Namekian. Well, then he loves Frieza. I mean, that's why that character's come back over and over. He loves Frieza.
All right, so we might see Piccolo stick around, man, and I want to see Piccolo stick around. But with that, man, we gonna close the video, man. You say you too? You want to see Piccolo stick around?
It's a good time. Oh, I think so. I do believe so. I do. I don't see why they would waste Piccolo unless there's some plot that involved, because it wouldn't make much sense to me now. unless somebody took out Dende, then that would probably make some sense. But
anyway, him just getting that new power, like, ain't no way they can just do that. Nah.
Yeah, well, I don't know, especially with this new series, Dragon Ball Daima, like, I don't know what this wish that is going to cause everybody shrinking to kids. Like, I don't know, it's going to be weird.
Yeah, I don't think they had transformations and stuff like that, but, you know, I mean, we'll see. But yeah, man, we're going to close the video, man. With that being said, you know what I'm saying, Brent, I appreciate you chopping it up with your boy, you feel me?
Oh yeah, man, no problem.
Yeah, man.
Good talk with you, man.
Yeah, we're gonna do this more often, man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, if y'all like the video, man, like, comment, subscribe. I'ma have Brent. I'ma have you know what I'm saying, your Facebook, or just let them know what's your social media, man, if you got any.
Oh, I actually don't have one at the moment. I just was on Facebook. I really don't. I gotta get into that. I don't have one yet.
Okay. Well, with that being said, man, y'all get on that Facebook. Y'all, if y'all coming on, y'all like, you know, follow on there as well, and y'all to see my boy inside the comment section. We always engaging, man. So with that being said, man, we out this bitch. Y'all salute to another day. Deep.